this is kind of an off-topic thing, but a lot of people describe wrestling as a very cyclical business. It has its ups and downs, and
Mm-hmm.
even good booking sometimes can't change the waves that you'll have with wrestling. You caught, I mean, not not to say that you didn't have any downs and stuff, but you really caught wrestling at its peak.
Mm-hmm.
And all this through Crockett was at its peak.
Mm-hmm.
Did you look at wrestling as a cyclical business at the point he sold to Crockett? I mean, sold to Turner?
Hmm.
Or do you think that's more of a term people use when they're just not making any money off what they're?
I think that's more what the term people use. I mean, I think that number one, wrestling is, with the exception of what Vince is able to do because he's so creative, business wrestling is talent driven. I mean, you got to have the right people at the reins, but talent will always prevail. And sometimes even with dumb people running it, you can draw money because you got talent out there. Okay, there's such a small amount of talent available now that if you took the talent pool from the '80s with both companies, put them in WWE now, oh my God, I mean, what would they be getting? Those 5 rating every Monday night. I mean, there was so much talent because the guys in that time frame had a chance to learn the business, and they were more colorful and they were more prone. I mean, it's just structured different right now. Now it's all about the TV, and everybody's trying to capture the most entertainment. And clearly, sports entertainment is different now. But at the end of the day, I don't care what they put on Raw. At the end of the day, if you put Hunter and Shawn against each other, or Dave Bautista against Shawn, or Hunter against Dave, or Undertaker against Edge, or a marquee match, that's what they're going to watch. They can have all the girls they want all night long. If they have a good interview in the middle of the show, I mean, they need a good interview from somebody. They need, and ultimately, the two best guys up there talking are John Cena and Vince. Okay, as Vince as a heel. So Edge is good, but Vince is still, don't misunderstand me. Different roles. Edge as a wrestler, as a heel, is the best talker they have. But ultimately, when Vince comes out there, if it's a confrontational thing, and he's had time to really think out, Vince is a great interview. It's just that he's been put in a role of making so many guys, and that's also a bit of a luster. I mean, Vince is great at making. He gets his heat, but he's ultimate in a day, he just ends up making someone better. That's what makes him a great worker. I mean, the little bit that he works, but his work on the microphone, he overpowers the guy and lets the guy come back. That's what it's all about. And when John's on fire, John can talk his ass off. It's just the way it is. The point I'm making is that when all cylinders are low, when Hunter's healthy like he is now, Shawn's healthy, John Cena's healthy, Undertaker's healthy, Edge is healthy, Batista's healthy, Randy's healthy. Look at now, they got Randy's out, Cena's out, Kennedy's out. They're making chicken salad out of chicken shit right now because they don't have enough depth. And the anchor guys like Mark, Undertaker, and Dave, and Hunter, and Shawn, and Jericho now, they're having to dig in, But it's good. Makes them better. They know the show relies on them. Not the show entirely, but don't think for 1 second a guy that doesn't know how good he is doesn't think he's caring a little bit. They like that feeling. It's nice to know that you're helping out. It's nice to know that what you're doing means something. You know what I mean?
In your in the Crockett era, the way a person worked themselves up to be a top level talent is there were several territories to learn the craft.
Mm-hmm.
You could start at the bottom, and working with certain guys, you could eventually get to that point where you can draw money, as a top level talent. It's a different era now.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. It's a remote control era where if I don't like what's going on in 30 seconds, I'll change it because I've got 300 other options.
Yeah.
How can the wrestling business keep providing enough talent to sustain itself given the changes that you've seen?
Well, they're providing a talent. It's just not the talent that has the proper. They can learn all. You can learn everything you want to learn in a wrestling school, but when you're on camera, under the spotlight, the one thing about Vince is it's business. He's going to be understanding of a guy being green. He's going to be understanding of all this, but not going to be understanding for long. You've got an opportunity to either make or break yourself, and that's why, like I told my son Reed, they're riding over here. just since my one stop with you guys last night, and I'll say it to you at the same time, you guys need to start thinking between sessions about, two or three things you're going to do. Because in a couple of weeks we'll be laying it out where you guys just go out there and do it. And it's going to be automatic because I'll be on your ass until it's automatic. And the only way you get that is to think through what you want to accomplish and what you want to do to make yourself different. That's the way it is. Jack Mulligan said it all. I said it at the Hall of Fame. Rick, you got 4 minutes to show anybody why you're different. 4 minutes. This was back in when Jack said it in 1978. You got 4 minutes. It'll make or break you. You're on TV. Show them something different.